Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 24th through March 1st. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to go ahead and pull a crystal, see what crystal might be a good crystal for you guys to work with in this new moon energy that we're stepping into in the week ahead. So without further ado, my dears, let's click in here or connect in here and see what's happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. We are coming out of that new moon energy, that new moon that's occurring the Sunday before this reading. And so one of the things that's happening in this new moon energy is some people are feeling, they're feeling a little bit frisky. And Pisces, you guys are very sensitive to moon energy. So some of you may be in that energy, you may be in that element. But you guys know in the weekly forecast, I try to keep this around spirituality, career, money, all other areas of your life. But love might come up. We'll see. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for Monday, Tuesday, Pisces, we have Six of Wands, okay? So Six of Wands is going to indicate triumph and victory, which is really, really good because if you recall in the energy, in the readings for Pisces over the past few weeks, there's been some kind of like, for some of you, where you're feeling very pulled in different directions. You're feeling very like you're being made to choose, or there's like somebody's like drawing a line in the sand and it's like it's me or them. Some of you may even have been feeling you've been giving some kind of, you've been given like an ultimatum kind of energy, or you're just feeling people are just trying to pull on you and you're like, well, I just want to be peaceful and I don't want to get into the middle of anything. And so Six of Wands for your Monday, Tuesday is saying that you're coming into this victorious energy. You're coming into this energy where you're able to kind of take back your power and break away from that kind of competition, right? If we look at Six of Wands, it's victory following Five of Wands, and Five of Wands is that tug of war. It's the power struggles. It's the conflicts. So you're stepping away from that and you're coming out the victor. It is a card of celebration or being celebrated, and it is Pisces season. So there could be something happening for some of you where, you are being celebrated or appreciated, or somebody's kind of making a big deal for your birthday. But overall, this is victorious energy. So you may get some good news coming in for you Monday, Tuesday, that you have been chosen for something. You have been selected for something. If there was something that you've been competing for, you may be winning that competition. Or if, you've been kind of trying to, get some work proposal accepted, or you've been wanting to be chosen for like an assignment or a promotion or something that other people were also going for. Six of Wands could indicate, Pisces, that you're going to be victorious in that you're going to be the one who's going to receive whatever this coveted opportunity may be, okay? Six of Wands could also be like people are talking about you in a good way. And some of you may be feeling this at work. You may kind of feel like you're getting attention from the higher ups. You may kind of sense or feel like people are like looking at you and talking about you, but they're not maybe stepping up to you just yet. And it could just be that they're noticing your work and they're kind of like talking amongst themselves. So what are we going to do with Pisces? Oh, Pisces is doing a good job. What might be some good opportunities for Pisces? So there may be energies like this coming up as well. But it is absolutely very victorious energy, happy energy, good news, being praised, being celebrated. Ooh, and your next card here, Pisces, is Ace of Cups. You guys know I get happy when I see Ace of Cups. I get very happy. We already know, those of us who follow tarot, we know Ace of Cups is generally labeled, quote unquote, a positive card. Like, this is like a new love, this is happiness, this is creativity, this is fulfillment, this is new opportunities, soulmate kind of relationships, just that really just full to the brim, overflowing, joyful kind of energy. And the reason why it makes me so happy on top of that is just over the years reading for people, I have seen a pattern with Ace of Cups. It seems to come up when someone is breaking out of a very difficult cycle or pattern where they've been stuck. And it's like just like the same thing keeps happening again and again. Like you have the same terrible job and the same terrible boss, or you have the same terrible relationship with like the same issues over and over again, or in a family situation, you guys are going round and round and round about the same thing, just same crap, different day, and it doesn't seem to change. And then one day you get to a point where you're like, I am so over this. I am done. You're like, universe, I refuse to put up with this anymore. I'm sick of feeling this way. I'm not going to feel this way anymore. I know what the red flags are. I know what to look out for. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing this anymore. The universe says, awesome. Pisces is awake now. Pisces doesn't need that aggravation to wake them up. And now Pisces is ready to learn their lessons through positive aspects, through happiness, through joy, through, having a good time. Kind of like when you're a kid and you go to school and there's some teachers nobody wants to be in that class. And there's some teachers that are like, oh, you got to be in Mr. or Miss, so-and-so's class. Oh my God, you're so lucky. I wish I was in that class, or I wish that was my teacher, because that teacher made learning fun. Like all the kids wanted to be in that class because that teacher had a way of presenting things in a way where the kids were having a good time. And so that's what the Ace of Cups is for me. It's like you're coming into that positive karma. You're coming into the lessons that feel good, that are enjoyable, where you're like, wow, I'm so proud that I was able to accomplish that. Or wow, that person is being really great to me. What a wonderful friend, or what a great boyfriend or girlfriend, or whatever. Like you're coming into this energy of learning what is possible and what you're deserving of and what you're able to do from positive experiences, from success instead of from failure, from joy instead of from pain. So that's why I get excited when I see Ace of Cups. So for some of you, I have to tell you, Pisces, you might be having the Ace of Cups moment midweek, in that it's your time to take a stand. You're kind of at the crossroads. Are you going to do the same old and go in, turn that direction and go and make a full-on, full circle U-turn again? Or are you going to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to continue in this cycle. Something is happening Monday, Tuesday to give you the courage that you can exit that cycle. You can exit from going in that same loop again and again and again. So for many of you, the Ace of Cups is coming up, that this is your opportunity to do things a different way and to make that stand and to make that statement to the universe. Okay, those of you where maybe you're a little bit ahead of the game and you've already been working on this, and the Ace of Cups for you midweek could be that you're beginning to see the positive changes coming in, or the positive things happening for you. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Pisces, is 3 of Wands. So there is some travel energy here. Okay, there could be traveling. You may be preparing to travel, which is kind of funny to me because my bestie, who is a Pisces Sun, Aries, Moon, we are planning a little bit of a trip. So that's interesting to me that that's coming up at the end of the week. So that's cool. That might be confirmation for some of you as well. There may be some sense of travel, some element of travel. Now, 3 of Wands has a few different meanings, as do most tarot cards. For some of you, this is going to be preparation for travel, and it might be not just traveling, but you're traveling in a way of where you're trying to figure out where might be a good place for you to land or set up for something. So maybe it's travel that you're doing for fun, but it's also with the element of, oh, well, maybe this is a good place to check out for like when I want to relocate, or for when I want to set up a business, or for when I want to do some kind of an event. So there could be something happening along those lines, where there's travel with more than one reason or more than one purpose. And 3 of Wands for me is very much a card about collaborating, creativity, entrepreneurship. So some of you may be taking your self-employment or side hustle things a little bit more seriously, and you might be preparing to launch something. I feel this is kind of coming up for those of you Pisces where you have had maybe an old business idea that you had tried in the past, and maybe it didn't quite take off. Maybe it wasn't quite successful. Spirit is saying that right now at this time, this is a good time for you to kind of revisit that mentally in your mind. What worked? What didn't work? What could you have done things differently? Because Mercury retrograde is a really great time to go ahead and it's a really great time to go ahead and rework, revise. How can you do something differently? Like how can you improve on something that maybe didn't work out the last time? So this is a good time to revisit that. And, you know, Three of Wands has a lot of messages too about expanding out of old ways of thinking, you know, like stepping outside of the box. I feel that for a lot of you Pisces, this is going to be a big week in decisions and planning that's leading to you to feel a sense of independence. I think a lot of you are really breaking out of certain patterns or cycles that have kept you in like codependent relationships. And keep in mind, when I say codependent relationship, that's not just limited to love and romance. We could have codependent relationships with employers, in work situations and family situations, but you're breaking out of it, and there's decisions you're making this week. There's opportunities that are coming in. I feel for a lot of you Pisces, you feel like, wow, like things are happening this week where you're like, this manifesting thing really works, or wow, like I think my angels really are stepping in and they're bringing this help to me so that I can make these changes. Whereas before you felt very stuck. You felt like there weren't resources, or there wasn't help, or nothing was moving. And now you're beginning to see the energy move this week. Okay, let's go ahead and check out your crystal. And as always, my dears, I do encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. They may add a little extra information. And so what the crystal you have coming up here is, amethyst, one of my favorites, obviously. And so what it says here is develop intuition, use your psychic gift, increase dream, recall, and the interpretation of symbols in all areas of life. Transform and transmute negativity. What does transmute mean? That is a fancy, schmancy spiritual term for recycling, for cleansing. It's a form of alchemy, right? So when you transmute something, you clean it up and you upgrade it to a higher energy. So, you know, kind of taking darkness, transmuting it into light. You know, transforming and transmuting negativity into positivity. So I love amethyst and I'm all about transmutation. So there you go. There you have it. The affirmation that's coming in with it is I pay attention to my intuition and dreams. I easily interpret their messages. So if you've been feeling guided to do this and you just really haven't been sure how, amethyst is a really great stone to do that, to work with. Amethyst is really great for psychic protection. It's also connected to Archangel Michael. So if you've been wanting to work more closely with Archangel Michael, amethyst is wonderful for that. Okay. So maybe it's a good time for you guys to pick up amethyst, or if you have amethyst, you know, maybe kind of dig it out and spend some time with your amethyst crystals, okay? Again, I encourage you to watch your moon, sun, and rising sign and maybe see what crystals come up there. You might maybe have a cluster of a few crystals you might want to bring in, especially in this new moon energy. Maybe some of you in this new moon, you're manifesting more of your spiritual connection and your intuition and your ability to interpret and remember your dreams. Okay, my dears? Keep in mind, these are general readings. You may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to do a private reading for you. You can click on the Calendly link in the description of this video and you can schedule a private reading with me there. There may be a couple of the special discounted 60-minute readings left, but Those are going to be, you know, maybe on a limited number. But if you don't get in for the sale that I was having to celebrate 88,000 subscribers, there are other affordable options. So be sure to check that out. And also keep in mind, guys, if you've been wanting to book a private reading with me, but you've been waiting, there's going to be some blocked out dates in February and March, because I am going to be traveling for like work stuff, or preparing to set up things for like, you know, workshops and stuff in the future. So even though I'm traveling, it is going to be kind of like work related. So when I'm traveling, I'm not going to do any readings. The videos will still get posted. I'm still going to record and do the weekly forecast. You guys will still get the card of the day and the pick a card on Instagram and Facebook, but there won't be private readings for the blocked out time. So spaces are going to be limited in March and in April for readings. So if you know, you've been wanting to get in, this might be a good time to schedule. If not, you know, we'll catch each other when we catch each other. But I thank you all so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I am wishing you a fabulous week. Take care.